guys, today I'm going to be showing you this new easy way to do the analog stick LEDs. Now, I found these little analog stick LED kits on eBay. It's about $18 to do both LEDs, and it comes with custom Xbox One analog sticks that are clear. I personally like these better because it's easier to use when you're aiming. And I'm going to be putting green LEDs in here. This is the Uncharted 4 controller. Now, I was gonna put my own custom graphics on here, like what I did with this, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do this in another video. So you can put your own pictures on there, like what people pay for like hundreds of dollars for. As you can see, this is gonna be my Uncharted 4 controller. This shell is gonna go on this controller, so the green LEDs make more sense. And yeah, there's that. So the first thing you want to do is obviously take apart your controller. That's the easiest part. I already went ahead and took the battery out to make it quicker. And this is the newest generation controller. I think it's the third. So on this one, the screw is right here. And when you want to take out the touchpad, you gotta really try, and you have to pull it out. Sometimes you need a tool to take it out, but there we go. Now the way they do the new controller is the circuit board is directly attached to the tray that holds pretty much everything together. So before you take out the circuit board, slide the ribbon through and then pull. As you can see, everything sticks, so just set this aside for now. Now, in order to take the circuit board out, which is the next step, well, actually you don't even have to. If you really don't want to, you just take the analog sticks out. Once you do that, place that right there. Now take your LED stick kit. Comes with 2 of them, obviously. You're gonna want to cut this in half right here because it gets stuck sometimes. So once you have it apart, as you can see right here, there are 2 notches right here and right here. You're gonna want to make it so the wires go down like this. And once you do that, we're going to solder this directly to the metal part that's on the controller itself. I'll put a picture of it on the screen right now in between the video. So the way you want this to look is, as you can see right here, the notches are completely full of solder, and you want to put solder on the back of this first, and you kind of want to almost fill up the whole notch on both ends. And you also want to put a little bit of solder here and here. And once you do that, you're going to want to place it over and just heat both ends up, and then it should stick there in place. And I'm going to go ahead and do this side and show you guys the way how I heated it up and soldered it. So when you're heating up the metal part on the analog stick, you're going to want to kind of turn your whole soldering iron to the side so you can get as much heat as you can on it. And let me just double check. Alright. They're both exactly the same. So you just turn it to the side. Just leave it there for about 10 seconds. And just keep testing it whenever you think it's ready. Just touch the solder to it. If it starts to melt, then you're good, like that. And you'll get a little dab of solder right there. It's good enough. And you want to do the same to this corner. Wait about 10 seconds. Test it. There we go. That's good for that. Now we're gonna take the LED thing. Let me set this aside. You want to flip it over so it's upside down. And I have this thing, it's called a helping hand. And it does what it says, it helps you out because it holds things. Alright. Now you're gonna want to see how you can see a little notch right there. You're pretty much gonna want to fill this whole notch in with solder. This doesn't take as long to heat up because it's really thin metal. As you can see right there, the notches pretty much always are all the way full. Now let's switch it. Do the same thing. There we go. Alright. Now we can set this aside. Now the next step is soldering this on there, obviously. So we're going to want to hold this in place with one hand and just heat up one of the corners and kind of just push it on there, and then it's going to stick on one end, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to pause the video and come back when I do that. Alright, so this is pretty much the hottest part of the mod because it's pretty frustrating when you're doing it. So you kind of want to hold it down with like this with both sides, and you just want to dab it with the soldering iron, just heat it up and hold it down for as long as you can because it will get hot. And pretty much when you're done, just let go and blow on it so it dries really quick. Same with the other side, just do that. And a way to test it, make sure that everything is right, just go in a circle, make sure it feels like the other side. Alright, let's do this side now. So you just want to, as you can see the hole through this hole. So right there looks about right. I'm going to hold it as still as I can. Take my soldering iron and just heat it up as quick as I can. Try to hold it and let go. As you can see, it's going to be lopsided right now, but once you do the other side, it should fall back down. There you go, just like that. Alright, so once everything is all set, you just want to put on your analog sticks and make sure they move freely and nothing's in the way. Now, I actually ran into a few problems with this and it was pretty aggravating. I actually had to unsolder these and file them down with a Dremel that I had and then resolder them back on there, and I just threw some glue because they made this base thing way too big. it doesn't even seem like it was made for the PS4 controller. I don't know. So I'm actually going to contact the company and ask if if other people buy it, that they should make it a little bit different. So now that we have all that set up, we got to flip over the circuit board, and this is probably going to be the easy part. We're going to solder these wires to the circuit board where we need to power the LEDs. So each hoop things that you buy from this company, it comes with two colors. This specific one is green and orange. So depending on what color you want, you gotta test them. And to test which color is on which wire, all you have to do is randomly take the blue and plug it into the negative, so the black wire on the battery, and then take the green and plug it into the red. Oh, the other way around, my bad. So the green will go into the negative and the blue into the red. As you can see, the LEDs are lighting up green, and the orange was these yellow wires. I just cut them off. So let's begin on where to solder everything. I have a picture on my computer right here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. And so the blue is gonna have to go to this location right here. I'll zoom in. So the blue wire is gonna go here, right in this location. Right where this is touching, so like that. And then the green wire is going to go to the negative on the power supply, which is right here, I believe. You can double check that by seeing which way the battery goes in, which is like this. So negative is on the left. So the green is going to go to the negative right here. And for this side, it's going to be the same thing. The blue is going to go right here. Right there. And then this green one is going to go to the same exact spot as the other green, which is this negative right here on the battery pack. And I'm going to put the picture up right now on the TV for you, the display. Alright, so here's the finished product. Now, I obviously resized all the wires. And when you solder this, what you want to do is, on each point, you just want to heat it up and just dab some solder on there. And once you do that, it'll be a little bit more solder there, so it'll be easier there for you to solder to. And so as you can see, I have the two green going into the negative of the battery, and the two blue on the positive on the analog, and the other positive on the analog. And now it's time to test it and see if this was worth all the time, because it actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Let's see if this was worth it. Let me shut off this light so you can see the buttons better. Alright, so as you can see, it just shut off on its own really quick. That's because right when you plug it in, it turns on for a couple seconds and shuts back off. But in person, the lights look super green. On the camera, it looks kind of bluish, but it's weird. But so yeah, it actually came out really, really bright. I kind of like it. And yeah, that's it. That's about it. So again, what I'm going to be doing, this is pretty much going to just be like this. All the other buttons are going to be green also. And yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them down below. I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. If you liked the video, just like it. If you disliked it, then I guess dislike it. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. So I actually just decided to put some of the controller back together just to show you what exactly it looks like. And as you can see, this is bright. I actually like this a lot better than the way how I used to do it, with directly gluing the LEDs to the circuit board, because these LEDs are just amazingly bright. So yeah, there you go. As you can see the reflection. It's like a mini flashlight.